Hi, Mr. Farek, and thank you for agreeing to be interviewed by us today. Would you mind briefly introducing yourself and telling us about your role within KPN?
My name is Joost Farwerk. I'm COO of KPN, and that means that I'm responsible for KPN's operations in the Netherlands.
In early 2012, a breach was discovered which granted a hacker access to highly sensitive data. Could you tell us a little bit about this incident and how you became aware of it and how you became involved in dealing with it?
The reason I got aware of it is that we have people working on our IT environment all day, and they reported the issue to me. Then we had a team call according to a certain process, and there they explained to me in more detail what was happening. So then I understood that we had a hack in certain servers, and we were not certain if the hacker really reached customer information or not, but because of that we understood it was a serious issue.
What security themes come to mind when thinking about this type of incident?
Well, first of all, for me, I really had to understand the issue. So my first question was, what's really happening here? And the issue was that someone visited KPN servers on a certain level, which was really identified as a hack. But we were not sure what the complete situation was. And for me, there are a couple of things very important in such a crisis. First of all, what's the impact for our customers? What's the impact for us as a company? The continuity of our services. And thirdly, what's the impact on society? Because we are a company really supporting society. And these are always the three questions I ask myself when we face an issue.
Could you talk about some of the most relevant security challenges that you faced while managing the incident?
Yes, while handling the incident, me and the team, we talked about the worst case scenario. And the worst case scenario for us would be the hacker really taking away customer information. And if we came to the conclusion that that was the case, then we concluded that we had to close down incoming internet connections for our customers until we solved the issue. At a certain moment, the team reported to me that they thought the hacker really approached the customer systems, which was not really possible, we thought. But then they told me that on the internet someone published lists of KPN customers with the passports related to our customers, the KPN passports. So then I decided to close down all broadband connections of our customers in the Netherlands. Later it came out that it was a joke of someone who took KPN email addresses from another site, and since all customers or lots of people use the same passwords on all circumstances, the list of those KPN broadband customers and related passwords really looked alike. So at the end it was someone who really tried to fake a hack in the deepest detail of KPN, but still we had this issue on our servers.
What makes the manner in which this incident was handled so successful? What can a company like KPN learn from an incident like this?
Well, we have a very detailed and professional crisis handbook. And me and my team, we know how to deal with an interruption of services or a crisis very well, because we deal with this kind of situations a lot. Not in this size, of course, but we have more interruptions than this one. So we know what to do. It's called our Be Alert service. We have different codes of issues. It's a code green, blue, yellow, orange, and this one was a code red. We do not have a code red that often, luckily, and when we have a code red, then we are really in a full crisis mode, and we know what to do and to work according to the process and to decide according to the process. So I think that's very important, and we use that system for this new situation because we weren't that good at in that time at solving hack issues. So what I learned from the crisis is that we really had to invest in our IT environment and in the security of our IT environment. And we installed a CISO department, we hired a lot of people, we invested tens of millions in the safety of our IT security environment.
Are there any specific other strategies that you would recommend?
Well, to be quite honest, the way lots of companies run IT is that when there is an incident, they solve it. When you have to patch a new generation of IT, after suppliers mention this to you, they do it. But we changed our company in the way that we really try to monitor proactively the quality of our IT. So not only when we think there's an issue we approach it, but we really are a proactive company nowadays, monitoring the complete environment of our IT. So we hired people, to be quite honest, we hired a lot of hackers, trying to approach KPN every day, trying to find the little holes in our company and in our IT environment to conclude where there are weaknesses. Proactively, not waiting for someone else to do it. We have to do whatever we can because every day people try to enter us and it will never be for 100% sure. They are very smart out there, so we have to be smarter, and that's why we work every day, we invest every day in the safety of our IT environment.
What are some of the most important lessons learned from this incident?
Well, I always say that people build a new dimension, which is cyber. And only a couple of decennia later, we decided that the security of that new world we all live in for hours per day is not as good as security in the physical world. And I think we all should understand that whatever we do on cyber could be impacted. It will never be for 100% safe, but we have to do everything as a company, but also our government and people using cyber to work in a safe and live in a safe cyber environment. And the most important thing is people change your password every month.